Hispanics and British. Okay, everyone, welcome back to our channel. I always say our channel is Visit Villegas. My husband Max works full-time as a videographer, so he's not here with me when I'm filming these, but he's usually with me when I'm out shopping on the weekends, and so we get to pick these pieces together. I have some things I'm going to share with you guys today. So excited about it. First, I just want to say thank you for being here and remind you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that way you can be in the know for every new video that goes live. I shared on my Instagram stories last week how we ended up at an antique sale. It was a 2-day sale. I went the first day within the first 30 minutes that it was open, and I guess they had some early birds that just walked in and they just started selling faster, and I was so disappointed. People were grabbing things so fast and I could have come home with a handful, like a huge handful, but honestly I still came home with some good stuff too. I went for both days that they were running. They said they weren't gonna restock, but I was kind of hoping maybe they would, and Max got to come with me on the second day and they did not. But he still got to see some of the stuff they had, which was amazing. So one of the first things I'm going to share is a set of 4 linen napkins. I do lots of like table settings and sharing like how I would host for events and things. I thought this would be a good addition for us to have in the house because of the dark color. I don't usually have napkins out. I would like to, and when I saw them, they just kind of stuck out to me because the color was just this really nice, like, not fully black, but not gray or charcoal either. Just really pretty soft linen. It says made in Portugal, and I believe the brand's name is Honey. Love these. Super happy that I grabbed them. Need to wash and dry them, but anyways, excited about those. The next item I found at the antique sale, and it's 5 books, and it's numbered 1 through 5. It says Golden Stories. I don't even know what the inside of them looks like, but neutral colors and in sets, when they're numbered like this, can be kind of hard to come by, so I was really excited about having a larger number of a stack of books to have in the house. See? Looks nice together, even with like these elements. All right, let's see. Oh, okay. I also got these from the sale as well on the second day. I've shared before how I very oftentimes will buy a lot of cookbooks because, I don't know, they just have a charm to them. Usually cookbooks have very specific like fonts and photography. I like books. I don't always want cookbooks on like this is my coffee table. We're in our living room right now. So I don't always want to have just cookbooks on my coffee table. I'd rather have art books or interior design books. They're just hard to come by ones you really like. And it was a smidge of a panic purchase, but I'm still happy with them. So I got 2. This is the first one. Very blue. I normally lean towards green colors. As you can see behind me, I have lots of green tones. I also have a fair touch of blue as well. I wouldn't necessarily, I didn't exactly buy this book for huge inspiration, but I thought this would just look really nice on, like, open like this on the coffee table. See, this is just like sweet looking. I don't know if you can see it from where you are. Target has a oil print that they remanufacture fairly regularly, and these look very similar to that, but I bet these are more original or inspirational to something like the art that they make in big box stores like that. This other book that I got when I was at the sale, look at the back. Pretty coffee table book. Gosh, so many fun things. It's very inspirational. I love how they show like some of the old furniture in here, and I think books that can describe like any kind of description for different types of furniture for me is important. Coming from a furniture background, my family owns a furniture business located in Phoenix, and so for me, and we specialize in secondhand furniture, and because of that, we're constantly seeing different styles of furniture. So any chance I get to learn more educationally about the curve, the style of different types of furniture, maybe the origin of where it came from, or educational moments, especially when it's a book based on maybe one country or region, it's just a little fascinating to me. Might be a little too niche for this conversation, but I greatly enjoy that. Okay, everything else, I have one other thing from the antique sale, but I'm gonna share it right at the end because it's probably the cherry on top. And it needs a little bit of work. The next book I got from an antique mall, first, it's missing the cover. Martha's Entertaining, A Year of Celebrations, is actually signed by Martha Stewart signed this book. To have a book that was signed by her sounds so cool, just to have it on your coffee table. But the fun part is it's all about hosting, and I was just sharing with you guys about how much I love hosting, and I really love doing a detailed host with extra steps. People comment on my stuff sometimes like, your real friends won't care, you don't need to do that. I'm like, I care. This is my home. I care about how it feels for people. I care so much about the atmosphere and the way things feel when I walk into a store that I love. And being able to do that in my own home is like magic. It is just such a unique feeling on its own of being able to create a special place, and I love having a kind of atmosphere for our friends when we get to host them. It has, like I said earlier, it's called A Year of Celebration. So what she does in the book is she has a menu of items, and in the back it has all the recipes for the menu, has an entire year's worth, so it has like how to host Thanksgiving, Halloween, 4th of July, a tea party for when peonies are in season, or let's see, what's this one? Picnic at sea, in case you had a picnic at the sea. And because she does everything so tastefully, it just feels like so magical to get to learn from her through a book like this on how to cater for your guests and like things you maybe didn't think of in advance before friends came over. This one's called Japanese Lunch. And the photography is incredible. Like, I'll flip through some of this and show it. Friday night welcome dinner. Now this is my jam. First of all, look at this cover image. Now this book was printed in 2011, and when I saw it in the store, I called my mom to tell her, I was like, I just found a Martha Stewart book that was signed by her, and it's a huge book. And she goes, oh my gosh, Martha Stewart was Pinterest before Pinterest. And I was like, that's so true. That is the perfect way to describe that. So let's see, let's look into this one. Friday night welcome dinner. Hosting a weekend party for any size group is a big responsibility for the hosts. Menus planned and carefully orchestrated. There must be plenty to drink, lots of activities arranged to make the weekend run smoothly and well. It is all about organization and planning and high levels of energy. Oh my gosh, and like instructions on how to do the best s'mores, which are 3 ingredients, so I didn't know it could get better than that. Okay, this is how she takes it up a notch. Homemade graham crackers, cut out in the shape of pine trees and imprinted with a wood grating tool for the very popular s'mores. Even the marshmallows were homemade. Once roasted and combined with grahams and fine chocolate, they served as the perfect dessert for Friday night supper. We toasted the marshmallows, assembled the s'mores at the council circle, which is right behind the house. How fun. So I'm gonna link this book so that you guys can see it, because even though this was made in 2000 or printed in 2011, I think is very applicable to today. And if you're like me and you love going the extra mile, then you will greatly enjoy it. While I was also secondhand shopping, I came across not one, but 2 apple brass bells. So the reason why I like these, first of all, they're adorable. They're little apples. And if you're a teacher, you can just, so if I have any teacher friends, this one's a lot more low profile. 2 brass bells that are in the shape of apples. These 2 were a garage sale find. I don't make it out to garage sales as often as I would like. Antiques are a little bit more reliable because if there's a shop that has a time frame, I know when I can just walk in. So when I found these, I was like immediately pulled over. I saw these from the side of the road. First, there's this smaller one. This is copper. The bottom of it has no exact name, but it does look like it was lined with some kind of brass and then maybe copper on top. It has started to, inside of it is starting to turquoise. So, or you could also say it's, you can say patina. I think that turquoise is actually a more correct term of the word patina. I think people use the word patina on wood that's also just gotten old, and I don't feel like that's the best description for it because that's just aged and staining, and I think patina has to do with like something like a metal turning an actual color like this. In my limited amount of knowledge, I'm pretty sure that that's what that means. Has a lot of carving on it. It also, I think there's people on it, and I avoid things that have like, I don't know, anything that's like controversial to my lifestyle, but I think this one's like safe. I remember looking at it when I got it. I also believe that the carving is all done by hand because these are not in straight lines, so it has so much detail on this piece. My last small object, but big find, before I share the finale, is that I also got this at the garage sale. That's a big one. It is also a copper pot. This also has some aging with the turquoise on it as well. Look at the handle and the details. It has been hammered for a pattern, and it's so cool. Of course, like my first thought is like, I gotta find the right spot to put it on display. And then I've also been trying to figure out if I really want to shine it up or not because I love the turquoise, but the copper on the front has browned, and so it's not really showing off the true color that it has underneath all of the dirt, but it looks like perfectly aged as well. So this will probably go for a minute at least in I have a windowsill that has like a bunch of display stuff. I like to put it up there. I treat it like it's a retail store, okay? I used to do retail design for my mom's business out in Arizona, and that was my favorite part, was getting to orchestrate organization of things and store display, and that was just what I'm good at. So anyways, I like to do that in my house too, and my house so I can do what I want. All right, for the cherry on top, because this is also incredible. The cherry on top of today's video. I don't know if I can fit it over here, but I'm going to try. Oh man, was this behind me the whole time? This is a corner chair, wicker bottom, beautiful spindle wood. It's a little dry, it just needs hemp oil. So I have some, and I'm just gonna give it a little hemp oil bath, and I think it should soak up the color really well, but this is amazing. Such a cool find. This is everything that I found in the last week. Can't wait to do the chair. I'll make a separate video on that, so make sure you head to our Instagram and our TikTok. Same name for the channel, it's VisitVillegas. And I will see you there to see how the chair turns out. Thank you guys so much for joining us at Thrifty Thursday. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for next week's episode.